and tonight is the Lion's Gate 8-8 portal and the new moon in Leo also at the same time. So we're going to be doing oracle readings with our lunar decks. I'm going to be using the Moonology deck and the Queen of the Moon Oracle to get some readings and messages for each of our 12 zodiac signs. This is a very powerful portal. It has been long celebrated. This is not something new or by any means. This has been celebrated going back thousands of years by different civilizations, because what happens on the 8-8 is that not only is the Earth the closest in alignment to our galactic center, this is also the time of the year when the star system Sirius begins to be visible on the eastern horizon in the morning. I've actually noticed that because, as you know, I am a night owl, and so I have definitely seen that, you know, very early in the morning hours before the sun comes up, but it's still dark. You can still see the stars, but you are going to see Orion, which, you know, the Sirius star system is right below it. Now, Sirius, spelled not Sirius, like as in, you know, being serious, but it's spelled Sirius. Sirius is actually the brightest star from our vantage point. It's not the brightest star in the galaxy, of course, but it is the brightest from the Earth's viewpoint, and it is that, you know, big star that is in the constellation Canis Major. The easiest way to spot that is that when you see Orion, you're going to see Sirius and the Great Dog right below him on that corner. Very easy to spot because they're very bright stars, and even if you live, you know, close by to a city and there's lots of light pollution, it's still not that hard to see because they are very bright stars. So this is why the 8-8 portal has long been associated with luck, abundance, harmonization, manifestation, and greater spiritual alignment, because when we are in that galactic centering and we do have that Sirius star system coming up on our horizon like that in the early parts of the morning, you know, it's like that balance is coming in. It's called the Lion's Gate, obviously, because the sun is in Leo. This one is super powered. This is actually, to me, you know, astrologically, numerically, all of that, one of the luckiest times of our year. And this is not something that's just gonna like go away. Like, you'll be able to tap into that energy starting anywhere from now really on through the month, you know, until our next new moon at the beginning of September. Very nice energy. And I will also say, you know, that we get into some powerful stuff going forward from the 8-8, because then the following month we have the 9-9 alignment, we have the 10-10, 11-11, 12-12 throughout the rest of the year. So it's, you know, we're getting into some really interesting and beautiful numerological and astrological observances that really give us a lot of ability to open up on a spiritual level. It's a great time for manifestation. My allergies are going crazy, guys, so if I sneeze, which I feel like I'm about to, I do apologize. My eyes have been watering. It's bad right now. Probably because I forgot to take my allergy medicine, but that's what it is. So if I sneeze, I apologize. But I'm going to try to get through this without having a major allergic meltdown here. So we're going to be just working on some good messages coming through. I absolutely do recommend taking some time for yourself, you know, either tonight, through the week, through the month ahead, to just really get into that 8-8 harmonic. Thank you so much, Aries, and appreciate that, sweetheart. You know, but we are coming into some good times. Not you know, not just for Leo, but for everyone. You know, I think that, you know, like Aries in here, she's a Sagittarius. That's a great sign to align with that Leo energy. Aries is a great sign to align with it. But we're all feeling that harmonic in some different way. And I feel like, you know, a lot of things have... we've really made some progress. And we might still be feeling a little sluggish from it, because it's a lot to download, it's a lot to take in. You know, sometimes it can feel a bit overwhelming. So if you are feeling more tired, or you feel like you need more rest, you know, don't hesitate to get that as well. But this is a very nice energetic time. You know, the Lion's Gate portal doesn't always align perfectly like this here with that Leo new moon. That's why to me this one has got a little extra oomph to it, a little extra power, because it is giving us quite a bit. It's giving us not just the Lionsgate portal, the 8-8, but it's also giving us the new moon and sun aligned in Leo. So it is an extra special one. You know, I don't think next year will be the same, right? It won't. I don't have my ephemeris. I don't see it. But I don't think next year is going to be the same. The moon will probably be in a different sign or something, you know, on that portal date. So that's why this one, yeah, it's a little extra powered. It's a little extra special. Interestingly enough, my numerology number, I'm a life path 8. So I definitely feel very close to this one, right? The 8 is a very strong number of spirituality and manifestation because it's also, you turn it on its side and it's that infinity loop. So I do love being a number 8, I've got to admit. But no matter what your life path number is, you know, we're all going to be feeling this on some level. So I'm excited to jump into our reads for the evening. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do tuning forks tonight, guys. I'm sorry, I usually do burn sage and sweetgrass, but honestly, my nose is not gonna be able to handle it. So it's not. I've got, my allergies are too strong tonight. I'm not going to trigger those off. So I'm just gonna do my tuning forks, spray in some holy water, and to do some clearing. But I'm gonna hold off on burning anything because it's gonna set my nose off if I do that right now. I can hear a frog really loud out there. Oh my goodness. My mom has been talking about that. Oh my gosh. She's like, we've got some loud frog out there. I'm like, yeah, we do. That guy is loud. I can hear him. He's like just, yep, Mr. Ribbit. He is out there. I'm also going to use, let's see, the sun and the solar plexus because the Leo energy is so strongly aligned with our solar stuff. Whoa, those are strong. Whew. Hey, Krista, it's good to see you back. Hey, Heart of Gold, David. Yeah. Those frogs are for real. Wow. That frog is funny. I wonder if y'all are gonna be able to hear him through the evening because it is loud. I'm like, he is loud. Typically our Sunday, you know, Our Sunday night is usually Spirit Animal Sunday. We're doing the Lionsgate instead tonight, but maybe the frog is our honorary spirit animal of the night. Because boy, he's out there singing. He's out there singing. Telling you what. You know, the frog is a powerful spirit animal. There's no doubt. I mean, that's cleansing, clearing, detox, release, purification. It's a lot to that frog. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. No, the frog is great. So here we go. We're going to start out with Aries. Aries, I hope you are doing wonderful. Happy Lionsgate portal to you. Happy 8/8. These messages are going to be all about what's coming in for you during this new moon, what you can expect, what kind of blessings are going to be coming your way. We're really just going to do an oracle reading here. We might get into some tarot later, but we're just going to stick with some oracle readings for the new moon. And this is the Leo new moon. So this is a great activation for you, Aries. This is some great fire energy lining up for you. So let's see what we've got. I'm going to start out with a keyword card for you. What's the theme of this new moon for you in this Lionsgate portal? Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Aries for this new moon in Leo and the Lionsgate portal opening. It is. There she is, guys. The transformation card, Aries. That is your key word. So you are moving beyond something. Something's falling away and you're being reborn, being transformed, having a rebirth. So that is a very, very powerful energy indeed. Let's get into some of the Moonology cards. And I'm just going to do a past, present, future 3-card layout. And then we'll clarify that with the Queen of the Moon. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Okay. I'm just going to show them all to you. So we're starting out, step out of your comfort zone. North Node, right? This is where, you know, this is where you're going in life, right? The North Node is the fixed lunar point in your chart that shows you where the universe, where the divine is taking you through your life path. The second card in is our new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Guess what, guys? Our next new moon is going to be in Virgo at the beginning of September. So that's also very powerful as well, right? That 9/9 is going to be a powerful alignment for you, Aries. And this to me is reminding me of the fact that so much Libra energy has been coming in around our Aries readings lately. And to me, it is reminding you to give rather than to take. It's that equal opposite balance, right? And then going into the immediate future with this cycle, we have don't let your past hold you back. I think it's amazing that we're getting the North and the South Node, because I believe that, you know, the North Node's where you're going, the South Node is where you've come from, and that's why it's saying, don't let things that have hung you up in the past hold you back from where you're going now, right? Because the South Node is like our past lives, past incarnations, past, you know, karma that we've had to clear. And so I just feel like this is a really beautiful balancing energy for you. I will get some clarifiers on this, but these are really powerful. These are really strongly showing where you're coming from, where you're going. I really feel like it's time to release and transform past this old energy. And it is, you know, because Aries, you are a sign that tends to put yourself first, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. But sometimes it's important to balance and put others first so that you come into a stronger alignment, you know, with yourself, because the equal opposite sign of Aries is Libra. Aries is really the relationship you have with yourself. Libra is the relationship you have with others. And so I do feel that by giving a little bit more to them, if you haven't been doing that, that's going to open you up so much. It's going to take you really where you're meant to be and get you closer to your perfect harmony and alignment. Let's get some clarification on these cards, please. Yeah. Okay. On the first card, we have the fruition card clarifying. So I do feel like it's high time for this to come full circle. Like, this is really telling you that you're meant to go somewhere greater, expand further, you know, and just enjoy life more. You know, anything that you have been feeling has held you back, I just feel like, you know, it's coming to an end. It's like, if you've been living at the minimum, Aries, this is really saying it's time to live in the maximum. You might be in a little bit of resistance to this, because look at that resistance card, right? And Aries, it's not for nothing. And you come by this honestly. You might have people in your life and you're saying, you want me to give to those people? They don't deserve it. You know, that's what that's what I feel like. But Aries, you might want to try it anyway, because it might surprise you what comes out of it. It may really surprise you what comes out of it when you just kind of let go and allow and give anyway. It doesn't mean that you can't have good personal boundaries. Look at this. On top of don't let your past hold you back, we do have the boundaries card. So I do feel absolutely you're learning good and proper boundaries. And it's really beautiful, Aries, because I feel like it's really showing you you can be giving and you can be kind to others without letting them destroy your personal boundaries, right? There is a real balance around that. It's like you can still be kind, you can still be, you know, civil and diplomatic while still honoring your own boundaries and needs. This is quite a powerful reading to start us out with for the new moon. Let's get a Blessed Be card. Let's see what blessing is coming in along with this new moon Lionsgate portal for you, Aries. Yes, look at that. A blessing on a resolution, right? And so I do feel like whatever kind of battles you've been fighting, whatever kind of misunderstandings maybe have been going on between you and, you know, maybe your loved one's partner, family, whoever it is that you're here watching this reading about, you know, there's some kind of resolution, right? And it's kind of like, you know, you see like half of her arm is armored, half of her arm is not, right? And it's like, it's that, again, I even feel that balance between, you know, give and take on this. This is so insane, but it's like, it's amazing. Like, it's just, it fits together so perfectly that's just, I mean, even the artwork is lining up for you on that, Aries. You know, it's having the balance between honoring those boundaries and not letting people take advantage of you, you know, but also being giving, also being kind, you know. Wow. Whew, okay. I'm gonna take a drink of my tea on that one. Great read, Aries. Always starting us off in a good way. Right, that's exactly it. Silver Star just said, I had to tell a few people I love you, but I'm not doing that, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Oh, thank you again, Harry's, and you're so sweet. Yeah. All right, so let's get into Taurus. Taurus, oh, this is going to be your Lionsgate 8/8 portal, new moon in Leo reading. I would say, honestly, you know, you might be feeling some of the most challenging feeling or pressure around this Lion's Gate, simply because, you know, Taurus and Leo do square each other. We also have Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius right now. Those also square your sign. So I feel like Taurus, if whatever pressure or challenge you're feeling, don't let it get you down. This stuff is really meant to get you motivated and get you moving, right? Instead. So if you're feeling that pressure, if you're feeling that challenge, don't let it get you down. This is, to me, it's like it's really meant to dig you out of something that it's time to get moving on, right? So let's get into it. I'm going to pull a keyword card for you first. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Taurus folks for this new moon, 8/8 Lion's Gate portal, whatever they've got coming in for them, please. Ooh, see, I'm telling you, it's meant to get you moving. Look at that voyage card there, Taurus. This is about a journey. This is about travel, movement, maybe going beyond your comfort zone a little bit here. It's really meant to get you to the next level. So don't, like I said, don't be afraid if you're feeling any pressure, challenge, inner friction. That inner friction is meant to get the sparks flying and get the fire lit so that you can go to the next level. It's actually really blessed energy. So let's get into your Moonology reading. We're going to start out with 3 cards, past, present, future, around this new moon cycle. Yes. Oh my gosh. Look at all this. Look at all this. All right, we're starting out with the end of a tough cycle is approaching. Full moon in Capricorn. That's what I feel. I feel like, you know, this crunch that you may feel with this squared energy that you're really bringing in right now, it's really kind of saying the worst is behind you, Taurus. The end of this cycle is approaching, and it might just feel like, you know, the climax of a really difficult time, but that's really, it's going to break. It's going to subside. It's going to get easier, right? Right in the center we have, look at the bigger picture. Yes, full moon in Sagittarius. That's very, very important, because, again, tying into that voyage, right? Seeing the bigger picture. Sagittarius is a strong traveling sign, strong learning sign, strong side of spiritual knowledge. Jupiter is coming in big into this factor. To me, that also brings greater luck, greater abundance, greater openness. But you have to be willing, Taurus, to open your mind, see the bigger picture, because it's not just about the here and now. The things that you're doing now, the things that you're planting now are going to have a lot of rewards and great effects. We also have the void of course moon in this action in the immediate future, which says nothing will come of this situation. This is a really important card and a really important energy, in my opinion, because this is really saying if the energy just isn't there at times, don't push the river, don't force them into being. Void of course moons are almost like little mini Mercury retrogrades. Those are peaks of time when the moon is in between signs, and so that's when it's void of course, because it's not directly in a sign, so we don't have as much energy. And those can happen all through the month, any time of the day. Sometimes void of course moon cycles will last a few minutes, sometimes they last almost a whole day. So you may even want to check out your personal chart and just check to see what you've got going on there, because you may really want to avoid forging ahead or pushing ahead during those void of course moons. But when the energy is right, that's when you want to go for it, right? Because if you try to push when the energy isn't right, or people are not receptive, or they're busy, that doesn't work, right? Great reminder. So let's get a clarifier card for each one of these, please, for Taurus. Wow. Yeah. This is great. Look at that. We've got the worm moon, having faith. And I know that that's tough in face of the Capricorn energy, because Capricorn is an earth sign just like you, Taurus. It's very realistic. It's like, you know, they would rather see something tangible. You know, they'd rather have something to look at and say, okay, these are the hard facts. But this is really telling you, you got to have faith. You've got to have faith. You've got to trust in the divine process. Trust that the difficult times are coming to an end. It's not going to keep being as hard in the future, even if you feel like it will be, or you're fearing that it will be. Don't manifest negative thoughts, right? You got to have faith in the divine that things are going to be moving in a better direction. Look at the bigger picture, has got the card of willpower on there, clarifying. So I would say, you know, you have to have a little bit of discipline here, Taurus. You have to exert a little bit of your own willpower in order to see the bigger picture, because I feel like for a lot of you, that's not coming to you second nature. It's easier for you right now to be a little more pessimistic, a little more closed-minded, and it's really telling you to open up, and it does take you kind of reminding yourself to be that way, to be open about what's coming in the future. Be patient with yourself through this process. On top of that void, of course, moon, we have the patience card, which is the green corn moon. And that is the full moon of September. So guys, I feel like some really good things are coming up for you. I feel like things will work out just fine. I wouldn't stress out over it. And I've got to just point out, because these are both powerful. On the bottom here, oh my goodness, we've got your full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan, and the blossoming, the flower moon, which is the full moon that happens during Taurus season. So to me, yes, this Lionsgate portal, this new moon in Leo is so good for you. It really is about grounding, stability, making solid plans, going forward on them. Great reading for you, Taurus. Let's get a blessing. What blessing is coming through for Taurus during this new moon, please? Look at that. Yes. Oh my gosh. Morrigan's blessing of peace after a battle. This to me goes right along with this. The end of the tough cycle is approaching, Taurus. If you've been going through a real battle, and this could be something that you've been fighting for a while, right? This isn't, for some of you, it's a more recent thing, but I feel even more for some of you, this has been a while, like a year or two. So this to me is like peace is coming. Peace is coming here, Taurus, right? Wow. And I feel like for some of you, it's been tough. And that's why I think, you know, it's a little tough for you to get yourself, it really is going to take some discipline to get yourself in that mindset of looking at the bigger picture, seeing where things can go right, because for a long time they've felt like they've just been going wrong, right? But it's time to move past that. It's time to move past that, Taurus. Very, very nice. And that frog is just singing out there. He's just wah, wah. I can't do a frog voice, but he's just wah, wah. Yeah, Taurus moon is a great moon sign to have. I have lots and lots of Taurus moon people in my life. I feel like some of the most important people in my life almost always have Taurus moons. They do. My mother, my best friend, my guy, they're all Taurus moons. It's like uncanny. So, and I think what it is because my moon is in Capricorn, and so the midpoint between the Capricorn moon and the Taurus moon is Pisces, and that always makes you feel like soulmate connection, like soul family connection, right? Yeah, David, you're an Aries moon, Aquarius rising. Yes, with a lot of Capricorn, as you know. The giant collection of Capricorn energies. Oh. Hey Colin, hey Nancy, hey Gwen. I'm so glad you're here, Gwen. We got Gwen and Krista in the house. We got our Earth Girl moderators here tonight, which always makes me feel better. Yeah, 5 planets in Capricorn, David, including your Venus sign. I think it's, I can't remember. I'll have to look at it again. You had some of the big outer planets in Cap, but you also had, you know, the Sun, Venus, something else. It's a lot. It's a lot. I got 4 planets in Capricorn, so you even got me beat. I've seen charts like that though, with lots of planets in Capricorn. Anytime you have a lot of planets all in the same sign, you usually have some really strong point of focus going on. Hey there, Ocean Garnet. I love that name. The garnet is my is the January birthstone. It's a very Capricorn stone. So yeah, I love garnets. Yeah, heart of gold. Yeah, very earthy. Yeah. I've got 4 in Capricorn, Jupiter and Taurus, so a lot of earth for me too. Yeah. More than half of my planets in earth signs. Yeah. Very grounded, but then I got that crazy Aquarius rising. The Aquarius rising is what makes us nuts. Right, David? You know. We're just kind of naturally weird, you know. Are you, Blenda? Aqua rising. I love being an Aquarius rising. It's like the weirdest representation. Yeah, we are mental ward nuts. We are. Like, and people know it. Like, because the rising sign is what people tend to see about you first. It's what they perceive about you. It's almost like the rising sign, the ascendant, is the way that you package yourself, you know. And so when you're an Aquarius rising, you package yourself pretty weird. You're the radical, the rebel, the revolutionary, the eccentric, the person that's sort of like ahead of their time. We're about to do Gemini. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Sagittarius and Aquarius can get along great because Saggies are kind of a similar vibe to Aquarius. They're both kind of crazy and wild, a little very truthful, very authentic, right? You know, they don't really mince words. They tell you what's going on. Sagittarius and Aquarius can really chill. Like, I get along real well with Sagittarius risings because it works real well. Yeah. Yeah, you can get along with yourself, and that's important. If you have a chart that works well with itself, yes, you are going to get along with yourself a lot better. Trust me, there's people that don't get along with themselves very well because the energies in the chart are always, you know, button heads. So yeah, you know, because one side of them goes, oh, I want this, and the other side says, well, no, I want that, and trying to get them to agree. Whew. Tough, right? All right, so Gemini, let's see what we have got for you. My fun, loving, chitty chatty, conversational Geminis. Let's see what we got going on. Gemini, this is going to be your new moon and Lion's Gate 8/8 portal reading. Very excited to see what's going to come through for you. So let's get started with one card for your keyword, what this energy is bringing in. For my Geminis, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our awesome Geminis out there for the Lion's Gate portal and new moon in Leo. Show us whatever they need to know for their highest good, please. Woo! And 2 cards are starting to go. Whoa, Gemini. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling, this is like, it's strong. Strong already. I feel like there's this big force coming in on this one. This is good energy for them. Trust. Ooh, trust. Gemini, that's your key word for this portal coming open. Yeah, just trust in the divine, trust in your path, trust in your process, trust in yourself, right? Let things ebb and flow in their own time. Don't push things too hard, right? Allow things to open up. Wow, let's get into your oracle reading. Let's start with 3 from the Moonology deck, doing a past, present, future. Yeah, Look at that. Yeah, very, very beautiful. Great, great energy. Okay, so be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon energy coming through. So Gemini, definitely, you know, if there's something that you really want to move towards, something that you want to go for it, right? This is telling you if something feels good for you, go for it, because this cardinal moon energy is very ambitious. It's very self-starting, self-motivating. Doesn't need anyone to tell it what's right for them, right? And to me, that's part of the trust card, trusting yourself to know, like, let's just go for it. Let's take the leap of faith. The second card coming up as you move through this energy is show the world the real you. Full moon and Aquarius energy. So we were just talking about Aquarius being very authentic, very unique, not afraid to be itself, very truthful, very futuristic, very honest. And so if you feel like you've been holding back, or you feel like you haven't been able to be yourself in certain situations, this is just encouraging you and saying, you know, don't hold back, because the people that truly love and appreciate the real you, they're going to stick around. And the ones that don't aren't going to stick around. And you don't want those people around you anyway. If you can't be yourself around them, don't worry about them. And this brings about a whole new beginning. Look at that. This is a reading for the new moon, and we've got the new moon energy coming in. And so I feel like, since this is kind of a past, present, future, you know, sort of reading, what I feel is that not only is this new moon very important and very empowering for you, but the next full moon that starts, you know, in the early part of September is also going to be very powerful for you as well. Like, that's going to be a good starting energy. Let's get some clarification on each of these with our Queen of the Moon deck. Yes. Oh my goodness. It's all so good though, Gemini. You know, look at this. On top of that cardinal moon, we have the card of acceptance. If someone's been trying to help you with something, or someone's been saying, let me help you, Gemini, and you've been resisting that, let them help you. And this is also saying to accept yourself as you are, accept others as they are, and do what's right. Do what's right for you. Listen to that heart. Listen to that intuition. I do feel we've got that resistance card. And so when it comes to showing the world the true you and really being your authentic self, you definitely have been feeling resistance to that. Like, you feel like, oh, I want to, but I really don't know if I can. Oh, I really just, you know, want to let my hair down around, you know, the people I work with or the people I live with, but I just feel like I can't. So this is saying, yes, you do have that feeling of resistance, but just like these trees, you can't hold them back from growing through the cracks in the ground, right? They're going to grow anyway. And the more that you try to push it away, or the more that you try to hold it back, the more unhealthy things might become. So it's really important for you to push through that feeling of hesitancy and truly just be yourself, truly be who you are. I love these cards that are coming up for our future. We've got the blue moon, the unexpected. So Gemini, I feel like there's new changes, new beginnings coming, and some of the things that come through are going to be so beautiful, so unexpected. You know, the impossible dream happens, the impossible beginnings happen, things that you never thought would align come through for you. So I love this read. I really do, Gemini. This is a beautiful one. Let's get into a blessing for you. Let's see what blessing is coming through for Gemini, please, for the new moon. Look at that. Yeah, blessing on a homecoming. So that's a really powerful card, and I love this card. I feel like, you know, you may be coming back to your soul's home. Somebody might be coming home to you. You might be starting to put the plans together to create a new home in your future, and it could be very unexpected and really, like, kind of interesting the way it all comes together. Like, you might be thinking, oh, it couldn't happen, this couldn't work out, this da 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 da, but then it does in ways that you didn't even expect. So Yeah, there could be somebody coming home to you. You could be coming home to, you know, a new place or making a big move. But this is a really beautiful card. This is actually one of my favorites from the deck. So to me, it's like you're really coming back to soul's center here. Trust in the process. Trust in yourself. And don't resist being who you truly are, Gemini. That's kind of key. That's kind of key for this new moon. Because I know how that is, you know. I've never suffered from that too much because of my Aquarius rising. I've always been very much myself, but I know a lot of folks, that's a tough thing, you know, is just to let your, and it's true, there's going to be people that you don't feel as comfortable with in life, for sure. But you got to be yourself. Can't be anyone else. Everyone else is taken. You got to be yourself. Oh yeah, David, you don't want to go to Las Vegas alone. It's fun to go with a friend or with friends. Yeah. Yes, we do, Jacqueline. I really do want to do that. Just yeah. As soon as things are a little bit more relaxed with travel and COVID and all that stuff, I've definitely, yeah, right. Well, David, you have people. We're here. We'll all go do it some point. Yeah. All right. So let's get into it, Cancer. Cancer, you are ruled by the moon. So any kind of moon readings are always a little stronger for you, in my opinion. That's just my feeling. This is going to be your reading for the Leo new moon, the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. This is going to be coming in for you. So we're going to take a check, take a look, see what's going on with you and what the universe has coming through for my Cancer folks out there. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Cancers out there. Anything they need to know around this Lion's Gate 8/8 portal and the new moon in Leo that we are celebrating here. Show us Cancer, please. All right. We always like to see the card of success. There will be a lot of successes. Could be some financial successes because that new moon is going to be hitting that second house universally of money, of finance, resources. So that could be getting stronger, but you may feel like you finally cleared something that has been very challenging or difficult for a while, and you're finally having the successes that you needed to go to the next level. Always like to see that. So let's get into the Moonology deck next. Let's get a past, present, future layout for the Lionsgate for Cancer, please. Very nice. All right. We're starting out with a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So to me, this Lion's Gate energy feels like it's bringing in balance, harmony, equilibrium, especially in your personal relationships, whatever kind of compromises that you need to make with yourself or with others, because this is really balancing. Libra is all about our relationships, all about those diplomatic efforts that we make to have greater understanding, greater communication, and greater harmony between ourselves and others. In the center, present energy, meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So I do feel like this is also bringing in a lot of spiritual energy for you, Cancer. It's really a time that it's fine to take a little time out, relax, recenter, recharge. This is a fellow water sign, so it feels very intuitive, very perceptive. Give yourself a little space, give yourself a little rest around this time, because it's really, there may be some, you know, very important spiritual messages or dreams that will be coming through. Both, to me, Libra and Pisces, they're both very diplomatic signs in a lot of ways. Neither of them really like to fight or argue. They don't like conflict. And so to me, these are signs that are very peace-loving. They really want to find peaceful solutions to any kind of difficulties. Going into the immediate future with this, nothing is yet set in stone, the mutable moon. Mutable signs are Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius, and we do have a very mutable sign right here in Pisces. So I feel like this Lionsgate portal, this new moon in Leo, is really kind of relaxing some things. Whereas maybe the mindset before from yourself or others was a little more rigid, a little more strict. It's kind of relaxing that to where it's sort of like, oh, go with the flow. Nothing's yet set in stone. I do have wiggle room to readjust, to realign. I can still, work with this, the pottery has not been completely cast yet, right? I can still make a few changes or adjustments if I need to. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Let's get into your clarifications. We're going to use the Queen of the Moon to clarify each one of these cards. Yeah, to me, this is really going to a better place. It feels like it's going to a better place of more peace and more stability. And you may feel like you've been very alone, on your journey for a while here, Cancer, with this darkness card. We have that long night moon. There may be something you've kind of been facing down a long dark night of the soul. You may have been kind of like the way out is through, right? And so it's like, this is to me bringing things back into balance. Part of that loneliness could be because other people haven't been willing to be cooperative, Maybe it's because you haven't wanted to be cooperative too. So to me, this is where you're coming from. This is like, I've got to get things back on balance. I've got to be able to connect with other people, because if I don't, I'm going to be going through this alone again, right? Or they might be feeling that. And so right in the center, on top of the Pisces new moon, we have the assessment card. So I do feel that as you take this time out to meditate, to reflect, to relax, it's giving you a little room to look and say, where do I want to go next? What do I want to accomplish? What is it that I'd like to free myself from or embrace, right? This is really kind of looking to the future and making a few plans. And then going into the future energies. On top of nothing is yet set in stone, we do have peace. And so, because for some of my Cancers, you might be a little bit stressed and saying, oh gosh, I thought I had all my plans set. I thought everything was stable, and now it's, shaken up again. Now I'm not really sure where I'm going. But this is saying, that you can foster a sense of peace and calm and harmony in the middle of all that, right? And that should actually give you a good feeling that's like, oh, okay, things are a little bit more flexible than I thought. And to me, looking at that full moon and Libra card, it feels so similar to this, right? This peace card reminds me so much of Libra energy, because it is about balance, harmony, equilibrium, coming back to center, right? And even if things are kind of chaotic, even if things are shaking and moving around you, it's like cultivating that inner sense of contentment, of peace, which is very important to do. So let's get into a blessing card. What is the blessing that Cancer will be receiving during this new moon in Leo and Lion's Gate? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Peace of mind. A blessing for peace of mind. I'm just saying, look at that. The peace card, blessing on peace of mind. Oh my goodness. So Cancer, I feel like there is a lot of success when it comes to getting peace in your mind. Oh my goodness. If you've been struggling with anxieties, thoughts, fears, worries that just go round and round and round and round, look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. It's like coming back to center. It might be a really good time, Cancer, for you to cultivate like a meditation practice even if it's just for 5-10 minutes a day, it may be a really good idea, because this reading's powerful. This is like peace, peace, peace. Peace in the heart. Peace in the mind. Peace in the soul. Wow. In spite of all the ups and downs or anything that's going on, it's like having that little nugget of peace and contentment. Very nice. I've really enjoying these readings so far, guys. All right. We knew this was a powerful day. We knew it was. All right. Leo. All right, Leos. This is your day. Oh my goodness. If there was ever a lion celebration, this sure is it. Leo, this is going to be your reading for the Leo new moon, and the Lionsgate portal, the 8-8 that is opening up for us today, this evening. I hope my lions are doing amazing. This is when the earth is the closest to galactic center. It's a very empowering time for everyone, but Leo, let's face it, this is definitely a lion celebration for all of us, because the Lion's Gate, that's why it's named that, always happens when the sun is in the sign of Leo. So let's get into it. This is going to be your reading for that. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, let's see what we have for our amazing Leos, for our Leo Lion's Gate and new moon. Please show us whatever they need for their highest good. Thank you so much. Beautiful card here, Leo. Keyword is change. There is change in the air. You may be going in a further direction of your dreams, pursuing something. We do have that horse energy in this card, and that hot air balloon. So to me, this is like redirecting your thoughts, redirecting your path. You might be really going quickly in the direction of something that you want to accomplish here. So let's get into your moon reading. I'm going to start out with a past, present, future layout here with our moonology. Let's see what we have for Leo, please. Yeah, look at this. Woo! Well, we knew Leo is really in the hot seat for this, but these cards are definitely strong. So check it out. A new start is coming. We are in your new moon tonight, Leo. So, oh my goodness, new changes, new beginnings on the horizon. Fresh, clean slate. That's always the way I see the new moon or the dark moon, right? It's like it's that clean slate. Everything's beginning over again. And Leo, it certainly is for you. Second card out is going to be the gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. So I feel that over this next 2 weeks, you're going to make a lot of strides, and a lot of things are going to be changing, maybe very rapidly, right? Because the gibbous moon is what we have just before the full moon. And our next full moon coming up is the Pisces full moon. So this is going to be really, really building up some dreams, some energies. And then we have, dun, 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 the super moon, the full moon. Emotions are running high. So there it is, Leo, from the new to the gibbous to the full. It's really unfolding for you here. So I would say that, yes, feelings are at the surface. Emotions are certainly running high. It may feel a little dramatic at times, not surprising for a Leo, because Leo does rule the area of theater and drama. But I feel like things are being cleared away for really positive, bold new changes. And I feel like you're very close to getting something that you've wanted, whether you've been working for it or not. Like, you know, it's like it's sort of irregardless. I think it's going to be even more satisfying if you have been working for it. Yeah. But it doesn't, it feels like no matter what, it's sort of like, could be little things changing, could be big things changing. But definitely some new starts and getting closer to what it is that you want. Probably claiming it too. Let's get into some clarification. I'm going to use the Queen of the Moon deck to clarify each of these cards for you, Leo. Yes. Wow. Stay focused on your stuff. There's beauty in these new changes. Look at that, the card of beauty. So I feel like this is just a beautiful new beginning. This is something that just feels so good. And it looks good too. It looks good too. It's like, ooh, it's like it feels good, it looks good, it's just making you feel really happy. On top of this, being close to achieving your goals, we have one of the most powerful cards from this particular deck, which is the Queen of the Moon herself, the card of sovereignty. So Leo, I feel like you are stepping into your power, into your leadership. We know that lions are our royals of the zodiac, and so it's just, this feels like, yeah, you're putting on that crown, sitting on your throne, having a much greater sense of what you rule and what you're, the leader of. You may be stepping into a leadership role, but wow, there's something you've been working for, and I feel like you're stepping into that position of power and strength going forward. Emotions are running high. There it is, that supermoon. And on top of this, we have the focus card. So the waxing gibbous, this is a beautiful energy. And to me, it is a transformative one too. Look at the butterfly, right? Sitting on the third eye there. So I do feel like stay focused, because going into the future from this new moon here, Leo, especially going into our full moon cycle at the end of the month, you may feel like you've really got to focus on what it is that you want to accomplish. And it may be a little bit tough because there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of feelings, a lot of energy running high. So it is important that you stay focused. If there's just one thing or maybe two things that you really know that you want to tap into and want to work to manifest, that's what you want to focus on. Don't let all the distractions get in the way of that. So let's get into a blessing card for our Leos, please. What are they going to be blessed on during this Leo new moon? Yeah, look at that. A blessing on your intuition, Leo. So absolutely. That's why to me that focus card is very important. It feels like a very intuitive tapping in and turning on. So listen with your perception, listen with your intuition. Don't ignore the nudges from spirit that you're going to be getting. But I think a lot of things are going to be changing in very surprising ways. A lot of new starts, a lot of new beginnings, but you're getting close to achieving something you've been working for too. So it's a great feeling there for you guys. All right, Virgo. Virgo. Happy Leo new moon. Happy Lion's Gate to you. This is going to be your reading that shows everything that's coming in for what's around this beautiful portal. Right now, it's interesting. Venus and Mars are both in your sign during this energy. So I think that's very good. It's very positive for you. Gives us definitely a little bit of a Virgo boost. For sure. Be gentle. Okay. Gwen is telling me in the chat. She's like, be gentle for us Virgos. All right. All right. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you've got for our fabulous Virgos out there for the Lion's Gate portal and new moon in Leo. Show us what this really magical balancing cycle is going to be bringing in for them, please. All right, Virgo, and we are starting out with one card for your theme, and your theme card is protection. So that's a really good way to start this out, is that in spite of whatever storms of life, whatever changes are going on up in the stratosphere, you are grounded, you are stable, you're protected. So this is a wonderful energy for any Virgos who may be nervous about this particular portal. This is a good energy that's really reminding you that you are protected by spirit as you go through these cycles. So let's get into your Moonology. Let's see a past, present, future layout here. Wow, what? Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it, guys. Virgo, very similar to what Leo had, but there's some key difference, right? So we are starting out with the new start is coming, the new moon. So this is very powerful for you guys. I will tell you, Virgo, of all the signs, you may be feeling this this Leo new moon, this Leo energy a little stronger and a little more sensitively than other signs. And that is because all that Leo energy highlights and aspects your universal 12th house of Pisces. So all my Virgos will feel that on some level, right? It's that very spiritual house of cleansing, of clearing some things out. And so anything that's kind of going by the wayside or is being cleared or cleansed from that spiritual center of yourself, it's meant to be. It's opening up things. You know, like I say, this new moon is like the clean slate. It's the clean chalkboard that you're ready to write the new story on. Same first two cards as Leo had. We've got that gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goals. So I feel like you are going forward with what you want to create. And you may feel like, yeah, I'm almost there. I'm getting there and I'm almost there. And we do have one of your beautiful power cards coming out from this deck, the new moon energies in Virgo, a time to give rather than to take. So to me, this is a real balance of saying, you know, how much do I keep? How much do I give? You might really want to be looking at that and balancing it. Virgos tend to give a lot. I'll just say that straight up. They do tend to give a lot. So if you've been giving and not receiving much or anything, it's time to bring that back into balance. And you know, and vice versa. If people have been just constantly giving to you, it's time to give back to them. So bring that into balance. To me, that's really you kind of stepping into some new beginnings too. Since it's the new moon in Virgo, I just feel like it's coming up. And it's coming up, and our next new moon is going to be in Virgo, right? So I think this is also really bringing in a very powerful time, because when we go into the beginning of September, we are going to be in Virgo season. And so I almost feel like whatever's being cleansed out or whatever's being removed during this particular new moon in this Lionsgate portal for you, Virgo, it's going to be setting you up for something even more empowering and something even better when we go into the next month when we're in Virgo season, because we're getting close. We're getting really close. So let's get into some clarification on these. I'm just going to lay one card down on each one of these three from the Queen of the Moon for Virgo. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I love this. This is like one of my favorite cards. On top of the new moon, look at that self-love card. One of my faves, waxing crescent. Yeah, really growing in self-love, self-worth. This to me is a little bit of a Virgo-y card anyway, because we do have the lady with the flowers, and it reminds me of that, you know, symbology. So I really do feel like there's new beginnings in self-love, self-worth, gaining in self-confidence, self-empowerment here. It's really nice. I feel like during, you know, the transition and during the next couple weeks especially, you're going to feel, you know, you're getting more of what you want, and at the same time, you're releasing the things that you don't want, right? You're releasing the things, and it might even just be kind of natural, like, because when you start getting what you want, it's really easy to let go of the things that you didn't want from the past. It's really a lot easier. It just kind of happens very naturally. It's not even a hard thing to let go of. But I think Virgo, going into next month, I think this new moon in the Virgo new moon is going to be so empowering for you guys. I almost feel like the Leo new moon's really important for you. Sure, the Lionsgate is important for you. I think you're really learning a lot about loving yourself, valuing yourself, embracing strong self-worth. But boy, when we go into the beginning of September, new beginnings, Virgo new moon, it feels like a fresh new slate, fresh new start for you. And it just feels very empowering as well. I love it. It's a great read. Let's get a blessing on this one for you Virgos. It's like a whole new lease on life in a lot of ways, Virgo. It really feels like really starting a new chapter. Wow. This is a heavy one. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. This is really increasing your perception, what you take in, what you perceive. Then that's what gives the world to you. That's what gifts everything to you that you've been wanting and desiring. You know, you're close to achieving these goals. There's a real, look at that. Look at even the artwork. Look at the artwork. It's the same energy. I'm just saying, it's crowned with success and love and flourishing and blossoming. I just think that's beautiful. And I also just got to point out too that she's holding, you know, the honeycomb with the honeybee on it, right? And to me, you know, that's a Virgo energy, the honeybee, because they work together as a group. And Virgo rules organized work and work together in groups. And so I feel like it's like the sweet results are there from working together as a team and as a community. So it's like, be aware, be perceptive of what's coming in, right? Use all of your senses, because that's what's gifting things to you. That's what's gifting the world to you. And if you're not tapping into all of your senses, you might kind of not so much miss it, but you may not be able to fully appreciate and enjoy it as much as you could. Yeah. Yeah, Marie's got her a guy that's feeding her and like doing stuff. Oh, very nice. Very, very cool, Heart of Gold. Yeah, I feel so bad because I feel bad for my hummingbirds because, oh, I just had been not lazy. I've just been so busy that I had cleaned out my hummingbird feeder and I had forgotten to put it up. And so like a few days ago, I saw them flying around, buzzing around. I was like, I need to put my hummingbird feeder out. So I put it out and they're all over the place now. Like they're going crazy enjoying that feeder. And I'm like, I'm sorry I took so long, guys. But they're loving it now. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Libra. And somebody made a donation during the last read. I'm sorry I didn't see who it was, but thank you. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that very much. All right, so Libra, let's see what we have got for you. This is going to be your Lion's Gate 8/8 portal reading that also is in alignment with our new moon in Leo tonight. So very exciting to see what comes through for you. For all my beautiful Libras, let's see what's going on with y'all. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Libras, whatever they most need to know for their highest good as we go through the Lion's Gate 8/8 portal and the new moon in Leo, which is going to be opening up a whole new cycle of beginnings. Aw, see? I'm saying, Libra, it is love. Your key word for the Lion's Gate portal and the new moon in Leo is the card of love. So, you know, Libra, you are the relationship sign. You are the sign of partnerships, marriages, contracts, agreements, all of that. So I feel that this is really centering you on your love life in all different aspects, right? Love given and received, where your love life may be headed, but that's a big focus. That is a big focus, and there may be some big new beginnings or powerful changes going on in the love sphere for Libra. Let's get into the Moonology cards. I'm going to pull 3 past, present, future on this new moon energy for you. Could be some passion here too, Libra. Wow. Okay. So I would say as we move through this portal, yes, the disseminating moon, take some time to breathe out. Take some time to relax, reset, and refocus, because I feel like a lot of energy, a lot of new stuff is on the way for you. In the center, full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. So I feel like the information that you've been really wanting, maybe the vital details that would kind of move something forward to the next level are finally coming. And communication is very key. Gemini is a fellow air sign to you. So to me, this is very powerful and it's very activating. And I'm saying, Libra, Aries has been coming into your readings so much. Oh my goodness. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. And of course, Aries does activate Libra's universal relationship house. So I'm saying, Libra, I almost called you Aries because that's been coming up in your readings a lot lately. But I'll tell you, I feel like there's some kind of, like, you might, like for my single Libras or my dating Libras, you might be kind of like, when is this finally going to the next level? Am I ever either going to meet this person? Are we going to talk? Are we going to connect? And I feel like some kind of fiery something passionate gets started or gets stirred up here. So let's see what we have clarifying these cards for our Libras, please. It's definitely romantic and very hot. It is, it's very hot. Wow, we have the hot moon on top of that disseminating moon. And that's why it is very important for you to just take a little time to relax, to breathe out, to regroup a little bit, Libra, because I feel like you've gone through a lot of strong ups and downs, right? You really, really have. And sometimes that's tough, right? Sometimes that's very tough. And you also might feel like whoever this person in question is in your life, maybe they've been running kind of hot and cold. That's true too, right? That's true too. And you really, you're seeking this information because you're trying to plan well for your future with this assessment card. So I feel like you're going to get the information that you need. You're going to get, more people talking to you and sharing what it is. And I think also you'll be reaching out as well from your perspective. So this is because you may just be framing it like, I need to know where we're going because I got a plan. I got to plan what's going on in my life, right? And so into the next cycle, on top of that fiery Aries moon, we have the Peace card, which again, to me, is such Libra energy. I always feel like this is such a Libra kind of card in this Oracle deck because it just has that sense of balance, harmony, peace, equilibrium. And so I feel like it's funny, but when this fire comes up, when this energy comes up, when this passionate, conclusion arrives, it brings you so much peace. It's like that's what gets you to be feeling like more like, yes, now I know the answers. Now I know where this was heading. Very, very nice read. Let's get into a blessing for Libra. Very nice. Hey, we can never argue with that one. A blessing for prosperity. So yeah, Libra, love and prosperity. I feel like there's abundance here. There's romance here. I feel like this is more emotional prosperity, but it could also tap into finance as well. Like money could be getting better too. And that could really fuel, you know, more blessed changes in your love life. Very, very nice read. But I feel like give yourself a minute because I feel like you've been going through quite a bit. And it may be like a little bit of a dip, like you have a little time to just relax, but then more is coming, right? More is coming. Very strong read, guys. All right. Hey there, Tasha. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you for the donation, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Going into Scorpio. Speaking of Scorpios, here we go. Scorpio, this is going to be your Lion's Gate 8/8 portal reading, which also coincides tonight with our new moon in Leo. The new moons are 2-week cycles that bring greater productivity, progress, and movement forward. So those are always very positive. Just like with Taurus, I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, that this may be a little bit more of a crunch time, simply because we have a lot of squared energy coming from Leo and from Aquarius on the opposite side of that. So you may feel kind of right in the middle that are you're a little bit crunched, right? There may be pressure. There may be a feeling of challenge. And so I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told Taurus. Don't feel set back by that. Don't get discouraged by the pressure or the challenges that you may be feeling right now, because even though those squares can be hard, they're definitely meant to turn up the sparks and get us moving forward. So absolutely good energy. I think it'll get you motivated, it'll get you moving. And if not, if it doesn't feel so good, it'll make you just uncomfortable enough, Scorpio, to make you move to the next best level. Right, so let's get into your reading. Let's start out with one main theme card for this cycle. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Scorpios out there for this Lion's Gate 8/8 portal and new moon in Leo. Please show us whatever is coming through for them for their highest and best. Let's see what we got for our Scorpions. Purification. Whoa, big purification. Okay. Look what was on the bottom. Look what was on the bottom. I'm going to give you 2, Scorpio. I'm going to give you 2. Purity on the top, purification on the bottom. Oh my goodness. The 2 purification cards came out. Amazing. So to me, it's not only, it's like it's 2 things. It's 2, you know, these are 2 dynamics of the same theme. Purity is really about getting clean, clear, pure in your intention, pure in your focus and direction and where you want to go. So it's really purifying all of, you know, clearing away all the clutter and saying, I know where I want to go. I know where my next, you know, next rung on the ladder, right? And purification is a little bit different because it's bringing in that sense of cleansing, clarifying, detox, and it also has, of course, that gorgeous sunflower that to me comes in, you know, it's like it really corresponds and coordinates so nicely with the Leo energy, because the Leo is ruled by the sun, lion energy is the sun, very solar, and there we have our solar sunflower. So Scorpio, big time purification of intent, of energy, direction, where you want to go. Whew, it's hot. It's really good though. It's so good. Like I feel like a lot of the old baggage or clutter or debris is falling away in a major, major way with this Lion's Gate portal. It's almost like you go through that portal and all the junk, all the residue, all the stuff kind of gets blown away from you. And you're such a sign of transforming anyway. You know, that's huge for you. Let's get into your Moonology cards. Let's start out with 3, please, for Scorpio, past, present, future. Wow. Okay. Okay. Step out of your comfort zone. There it is, North Node. So Scorpio, North Node energy is really where the universe is taking you in life. That's like your future path. That's the walk that they want you on. And so sometimes it does require for you to do things that don't feel the most second nature. The things that are a little bit scary sometimes, that make you feel a little bit more vulnerable, right? This is time to step out of that box. Right in the center, we have take time to breathe out, the disseminating moon. Because I do feel, you know, you're going to be expending a lot of energy into doing some clearing, into doing some purification here, Scorpio. There's something major, you know, transforming for you. And so, yeah, you're going to need some time to just, you know, just really breathe out. And then we have our full moon in Gemini. The answers you seek and need are coming. And so if you've been really seeking some inner truth or deeper communication, which Scorpio always is doing, it's not like that's a new energy for you guys. I feel like that starts to reveal itself, right? It starts to reveal itself in time as we go forward. Through this Lionsgate portal for you. So let's get some clarification on these cards. Yeah, for any of my Scorpios, it's like you might, if you don't know what your North Node is, you might want to look at it in your astrology, because that's a fixed point in an astrological chart. It's a lunar node, and it really shows you where you're going versus where you've come from. Maybe, you know, more communication, you know. Because Scorpios, you can be a little tight-lipped. You can be a little secretive. You can be a little bit closed. So this may be saying, too, it's like, you got to open it up. You got to open up the lines of communication. Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, but there's a little bit of similar dynamics to Libra, and a little bit similar dynamics to Taurus. On top of that North Node, we do have the flower moon, which is the full moon that happens during Taurus season with the blossoming card. So there you go. That's your balance. That's, you know, it's this sort of like, it's where you've been grounded, but it can also be where you've been stuck. And so it's really saying you might have to replant. You might have to dig up your roots and plant them somewhere else that's better, where the soil is more nourishing for you. Right in the center, same deal. On top of that disseminating moon. It's interesting because Libra had the same pairing of cards, but it was in the past. Look at that. So, you know, to me, there it is, the hot moon, the extremes. And Scorpio, you are a sign of extremes. And so I do feel that that's a big reason why you need this downtime right now, why you need to relax, why you need to take time to breathe out, because, yeah, you live to the fullest. Scorpio does it all the way, or they don't do it at all. So it's, you know, it's important for you to take time out, because when you push it as hard and as far as you do on a regular basis, you definitely need time to recover and to restore. Going into the future, on top of the Gemini full moon, we have the assessing card. So I do feel that you are absolutely, you know, looking to the future. And that's why you need to communicate more, and you need other people to communicate more with you, because you're really needing that to go forward, because you're really looking at the future and going, where do I want to go next? Where do I want to take myself next, right? Big purification for you, Scorpio. I feel like this could lead to really simplifying some things as well. Like you might be really trimming away anything that's excessive or is kind of sapping your energy. So let's get a blessing on this. Let's get a blessing on this, Scorpio. You might be really rethinking where you want to go next, where you want to plant your roots. Yeah, I feel this one too for you. A blessing on a resolution. You know, any kind of difficulties, any kind of arguments, any kind of miscommunications, it's time to resolve this stuff, right? You know, one of her arms is armored and the other is not. It's about balance. It's like, how much do you protect yourself? How much do you keep your scorpion armor on? And how much do you take it off, right? And she's got that sword, Scorpio. She got a little stinger there, right? So it's really that balance, you know. Should I fight for this? Should I continue to make this an issue? Or should we kind of proverbially bury the hatchet and move forward? So I do think you're going to get some resolve. You're going to get some kind of closure, that'll either put some old things to rest or it'll help open new doors so that you can move forward. Because with that assessing card, it's sort of like, yeah, I want to move forward, but I need to know, I need more information on where we're going. That's the way that feels. Scorpio never disappoints. That may be true, Jacqueline. We bury bodies, not hatchets. We always got to keep that in mind, you know. And thank you again to everyone, to Jacqueline and whoever donated. I think Hair Raisin has been donating a lot tonight. Thank you so much for that. Everybody that has been donating to the dragon, thank you. Appreciate that. Aw, thank you so much, Hair Raisin. You're being so generous to me tonight. Aw. Every bit helps, babes. Every bit helps. I'm working hard, I tell you. Trying to get my bills paid off and all that good stuff. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I definitely got to carry the hatchet, right? Oh my word. All right. So on that note, Hair Raisin, that's right, David, yes. Whoop whoop. David and I, we know the same weird people. I tell you what. Good to see you, Sharon, in the chat too. Good to see you. Yeah, I dig the ICP people. That's such a funny, like, a whole thing. That could be a whole conversation for sure. But Sagittarius, let's see what you've got. This is your Lion's Gate 8/8 portal reading for the new moon in Leo. Very powerful day. Really positive for you, Sagittarius, I will say, because, you know, this is a, you know, empowering time for you as a fellow fire sign. It activates your universal Sagittarius house. So I feel like you're really coming back to center. It would not surprise me if most of my Sagittarians didn't feel pretty good with this Lion's Gate energy. Like, it's just giving you such an energetic boost. So let's see what we've got. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Sagittarians out there for the Lion's Gate new moon in Leo. Please show us whatever they need to know for their highest good. Yeah, I mean, it feels like this to me, right? Success. Your key word coming out is success. Sagittarius, to me, that's just going to this next level. And I love that we have our little Black Panther in there. Brings in some of that, you know, feline energy, like the Leo season that we're in, you know? So I just feel like whatever it is that you're embarking on, whatever it is that you're opening up, it's going to be successful. It's going to be powerful and empowering. Can't say anything difficult about that energy. So let's see what we've got. We're going to start out with 3 cards from the Moonology deck, please, for Sagittarius spirit. Let's see what their messages are. You know, and because that lion energy is hitting that 9th house for you, your own house, this could bring up travel, this could bring up new education, taking a class or a course, going somewhere new, aligning yourself with a more spiritual path. It's all good. Yeah, there you go. Your commitment is being tested as our first card out. So certainly, I feel like there's something that you, or something or someone that you may have committed to. Maybe even just committing deeper to yourself. And that may be challenged a little bit, or maybe recently have been challenged, right? But it's like, if you've come through that test, or are coming through that test, it's very positive. I feel like, you know, there you have a lot of success in that. It's like, you know, because whenever we commit to something in life, you know, Spirit a lot of the time will throw some challenges or some tests at us to see how serious we are about it, to see how solid it is. Let's get a clarifier on that card, please. Yes, and gratitude is coming out. So it's funny, Sagittarius, but I feel like even if things have been challenging, even if they've been a little bit difficult, I really think that, you know, if you express gratitude for it, if you say, you know, I'm grateful for that challenge, or I'm grateful for that test, I'm so appreciative that that happened, because it really strengthened my resolve. It made me aware of what I'm fighting for. It made me even more committed to my path than I ever have been. It also could be a great time to just express gratitude to others. So our second card coming up is the new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. And so I love the fact, and funny, Sagittarius, you're the only sign that has gotten the new moon in Leo card tonight, and it's sitting right in the present position of our present energy. So this to me just reconfirms what I'm feeling, is that this is a very, very empowering new moon and portal cycle for you. It's extra. It's a little extra for you. But stay confident. Stay in that place of healthy self-pride and self-worth. Strengthening up those values, right? Strengthening up those personal values. Let's clarify this one. These are great. And I feel like, boy, I feel like you've been needing this. Sagittarius, I feel like you have been needing this so much, is to re-embrace your confidence, your self-esteem, all of that with that wolf moon, right? Because that's that January full moon. That's that cold time of the year when you might feel like you're just alone, talking and howling to spirit, saying, I need your assistance, I need your help, I'm hungry, I'm feeling kind of alone, and I just need your intervention. So I feel like this is something that's been a long time coming for you. It may be wrapping up a big cycle that especially started in January of this year. So going into the immediate future, what I love about this is what follows after that new moon in Leo is the new moon in Aquarius. Check that out, guys. New moon in Leo and Aquarius. These two are the polarity balance of each other. So Sagittarius, you've got some powerful balancing going on. Confidence is your key to success. Bring love into the situation going forward. Being authentic, being yourself, being in balance and harmonic alignment. I feel like you're really being sat at the correct position, right? Because, you know, during this Lion's Gate, that's when the Earth itself physically is at the closest point to galactic center. We've got, you know, Leo coming up, Aquarius going down. And so it's like, you're right. You are literally right in the middle of this. This feels so good to me. Let's get a clarifier for the new moon Aquarius card, please. And yes, there we go. New beginnings, Sagittarius. Just gorgeous. New beginnings. And I think that this is bringing, like it says, bringing more love into the situation. Love for yourself and love for others, right? Because in astrology, like the Leo house is love received, right? Because Leos love to receive some love. And Aquarius energy is love given, right? So it's love received and love given. So I feel like not only are you receiving more love for yourself, but you're also giving it to others. And when you have more love and more confidence for yourself, you're able to give that love and confidence to other people. And that's what's, again, you know, I mean, like I said, the Lion's Gate is a portal. It's an energetic portal, and here it is. Here's that door. New beginnings, new moon energy. You got 3 new moon cards in this read. So this is, I mean, yeah, I feel like Sagittarius, this is a definite leveling up for you. It really, really is. And I feel like your success and confidence are going to be coming further up to the surface. Such a good feeling. Let's get a blessing on this for our Sagittarians, please. Look at this. Oh, see, I feel like I do feel this because you had that hunger moon, and it's like, this is a blessing to lift sadness. A blessing to lift sadness. I mean, to me, my goodness, guys. Yeah, I mean, if there's been heaviness, if you feel like you have just been crying out to spirit, just in tears, on your knees, like, please help me. It's like, this is starting to lift. This is starting to, like, you feel like the clouds are finally moving away. The sun is finally shining again. Oh my gosh. Woo! I love this read. This is beautiful. Yeah. My Saggies. Oh, thanks for the hug, hair raising. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, I'm giving you a hug back. Big dragon hugs. A dragon hug. All right, guys. Guess who's in the house next? Capricorn! Capricorn! Oh my goodness! How are you doing, my fellow goats and goatesses? I hope you all are doing great. Capricorn, this is the new moon in Leo. It is the Lion's Gate portal, our 8-8. And when we have Capricorn going on, this highlights and aspects your universal 8th house of Scorpio. Leo season always is a deep dive for Capricorn. It brings up a lot of intense inner emotions, a lot of deep emotional and psychological transformations. It can be very, very powerful. Very powerful. It can be very intense. There's no doubt. Scorpio is an intense sign of power, but this is really empowering you, really, from the inside out. You may be doing a lot of transforming as well, you know. This is a big transformational portal for Capricorn. So let's get into it. Let's see what your cards have got for you. Let's start out with one main keyword for Capricorn. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for Capricorn, our awesome goats out there for the Lion's Gate portal, the 8-8, and the new moon cycle starting in Leo tonight. See what's coming through for them. Nice card for Capricorn. Leadership, Capricorn. I love this. We have the North Star here, polar bear spirit in this card. Capricorn, you are a sign of leadership. You are kind of an ultimate sign of leadership and ambition, determination, steadfastness, continuing to move forward. I do feel that with this portal, there's something that you've got to take the lead on, right? Don't wait for someone else to make the plans, to take the action. It's time for you to do it. Where you lead, others will follow. So make sure that you lead them in a good direction. Follow your North Star, follow your inner light, your inner guidance. That is not going to steer you wrong. If you've been on a journey already of doing this, it's just time to take it to the next level. Love that. Love the Northern Lights. Love that Polaris. Whew. Beautiful. Beautiful. Capricorn, let's get into your Moonology cards. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to pull 3, please. Past, present, future for Capricorn. Look at that. Wow. I'm liking it. Capricorn, you're very close to achieving your goal. Oh my goodness. And I'm telling you, goats, I know. We've been working, haven't we? We've been working hard towards some goals, towards some intentions, towards some manifestations. And the 8-8 portal is a huge time of manifestation. That's what it's really about. It's about bringing those things to life. And so Capricorn, if you've been working hard, this is going to tell you, don't stop. Keep going. Don't give up. Right in the center of our present energy. This card has been coming up a good bit tonight, which I'm really happy to see. The new moon energy, pure new moon. A new start is coming. So Capricorn, I feel like you're going in the direction of these new beginnings. And I feel like Capricorns have been wanting some new beginnings for a really damn long time. We have. Oh my goodness. It has been a long, hard road. The last 3 years, especially for Capricorn, have been intense with Saturn in our sign. Pluto's still in our sign at 25 degrees of Capricorn right now. That's been there since 2007. So I'm just saying, guys, we have been really aching and pining and craving new beginnings and new starts. And so I feel like that's what's coming through here. And I do love this full moon in Pisces because this is the future position. And you know, our next full moon, the end of this month, is going to be the full moon in Pisces. So Capricorn, I feel like that full moon in Pisces is going to be super empowering and very, very significant for you. This is telling you to balance spirituality and practicality, right? Balancing the head and the heart. And I think Capricorn, most of the time you do come from the head. Capricorn comes from the logic a lot more often than they come from the intuition. But this is telling you, if you haven't been using your intuition and your heart enough, bring that into the balance, Capricorn, and vice versa, right? And if it's been too much spirituality and intuition, bring a little more of the logic and the common sense into it. But this is a beautiful spread here. Let's get some clarification on each one of these cards. Yeah, I really love to see that full moon in Pisces coming up in the future because that's what we have coming in the future. And I feel like that's going to be really great. Like, it's going to feel good. You know, these new starts, I feel like you're kind of on a fast track, you know, over this next 2 weeks because we're starting our new moon tonight. And in 2 weeks, we have the full moon in Pisces. So this is like boom, boom, boom. You know, it's happening, goaties. Don't be afraid to step into the lead, right? You know, don't wait for other people. Don't wait for them to make the decision. Or if they just give you the green light to go forward and make the plans and do the thing, do the thing. Just, you know, don't wait. As soon as you get the go, it's time to go. Spirit, please clarify these cards for Capricorn. Thank you. Yeah, it has been. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to say, guys, it has taken a minute, all right? It has taken so much patience to get to some of these breakthroughs. It really has. There's that green corn moon. And the green corn, I believe that is our next full moon. The Pisces full moon is also called the green corn moon, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's the full moon of August. Could be or September. It's one of those. Oh, I can check for sure for you guys. But that's, you know, the patience card. It has not been easy. Like, I know that. Boy, it has not been easy. We've been waiting. We've been waiting. Waiting and waiting and hoping and praying. And look at this in the center. Look at this. Look how similar these two cards are. I'm just going to point that out too. Right? New starts are coming. New beginnings are coming. And it is about walking the path, right? It's like, here's the first step of patience. And here's the ladder finally appearing. It's like, oh, okay, I can go to the next level? Really? All right. But you got to take the initiative to climb up there. It doesn't happen without your action here, Capricorn. You can't wait for someone else to do this for you or push you across the finish line. You have to do it. You have to do it. It takes your willpower. Look at that. You know, balancing the intuition, the spirituality, the emotions, along with the practicality and common sense. There's that willpower card. It really is on you, which you don't mind, because Capricorns, you know, you don't mind taking on more work. You don't. Like, it's not a problem for you. But this is really reminding you that it is. This is up to you to move this forward. It's not up to someone else. This is up to you. Very strongly. All right. Great read. Let's get a blessing. Let's get a blessing for Capricorn, please, Spirit. Oh, and you know, I just noticed something here. Oh, yeah. God knows those synchronicities. Right in the center, look at the number on that path card is the number 8. And this is our 8-8 portal. These are the present energies. So Capricorn, you're definitely in it. You're going to the next level. You're absolutely moving through a portal. And it probably was a very heavy one. It was a very heavy one, a very intense one. Of self-awareness, self-discovery, self-understanding. Learning what makes you tick. Learning what makes you do what you do and why other people do what they do. Oh, these two stuck together. So I'm going to take them out. I'm going to give you both. Oh, I like both of these. Look at that. Yeah. A blessing on your love and a blessing of the air. Those kind of came out together, Capricorn. So I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you 2 on this one. And I like this because he looks like Cernunnos, which is definite Capricorn energy. So any kind of love energy, any kind of relationship. If you're single, you might be meeting somebody or coming into contact with someone that just feels like, oh, yeah, that's a really good one. You know, or a relationship currently gets a bigger, better blessing on it. Gets really, you know, the green light. Yeah. A blessing of the air, you know, to me that's the intellect. It's also our air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you've got an air sign in your life, they may be blessed as well. You know, they may be receiving a blessing as well. But to me, this is also you having a blessing on your mind, your intellect. You may feel like your mind is clearing out quite a bit from all of this. Like, you know, like you finally have insights. You finally feel like whew, the blinders have come off. And you're really seeing things, you know. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Yeah, that's it, Capricorn. And I'll tell you, your Friday reading was great too. You had the Sun card twice in your Friday reading. So Capricorn, I feel like a lot of fog is being cleared. A lot of junk is being lifted. It really is. And it's warm in here. I'm going to take my bathrobe off. It started out very chilly, but now I'm warming up. Yeah. I'm going to powder my nose too. Always got to do that. Yeah, there you go, Gwen. Capricorn's hitting it. That green corn moon, Pisces moon, all that came out. So I really feel like this coming up full moon is very powerful for you goats. And Pisces is a sextile alignment to your sign. So to me, that's a beautiful, harmonious full moon energy. I'm so excited for it. I really am. As a Capricorn, I'm like, whew, needed it. Needed this for a minute. Don't be afraid to lead. Because Capricorn, you are the boss. You are the boss. They gotta listen to you. They gotta listen. Ah. Hey, Sharon. Oh, yeah, I should have put some curlers in my hair. My hair is a mess. I didn't do nothing to it. All right, Aquarius. Oh, my gosh. So, Aquarius, This is, to me, an empowering, huge empowerment of a full moon. Because, not full moon, sorry, but the new moon, because this is highlighting and electrifying your universal relationship house. All that Leo energy lands in your 7th house. And so this is really activating, clearing, opening up your personal relationships of all kinds, whether they are romantic, friends, family, co-workers. All relationships fall under that house rulership. So I would say that this is going to be very, very powerful. So Aquarius, this is your Lion's Gate 8/8 portal reading. This is going to also coincide with our new moon in Leo, which is also at the same time. This is a very, very extra powerful 8/8. This is the time when the universe is, when the Earth is closest to galactic center. It's actually when, you know, Aquarius, like at the early morning, Aquarius is on the descendant, Leo's on the ascendant. So it's really at that midpoint. It's really, really nice. Let's get into a theme card for you, keyword. Let's see what's going to be coming up for you first. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what's going on with our beautiful Aquarians. What are they going to be experiencing, or what do they need to know for their highest good for this new moon in Leo and Lion's Gate portal of 8/8? Please show us Aquarius. Well, well, well. And I shuffled these. I shuffled these really well. Aquarius, you got the same as Capricorn, leadership. And I didn't show it on the last read, but this is the same card that Capricorn had on the bottom, leadership and action. You have the exact same cards that Capricorn had. Wow. All right. If you're involved with a Capricorn, Aquarius, this is very strengthening. It's a huge confirmation of connection. Absolutely. Following your inner light, following your leadership, you know, don't be afraid to take the lead. Don't be afraid to take action. I said the same thing to Capricorn, right? Don't wait for other people to do things for you, right? If someone says they need something done, go ahead and do it. If you know there's something that needs to be done, go ahead and do it. You don't necessarily need to wait for a whole lot of go ahead. All you need is a little green light, a little tap on the shoulder, and it's time to move forward. To me, this is such a beautiful card, too, with that northern star, right? Because to me, that's like your true guidance, your true inner compass. What feels right, what you know is right. It's really just about taking action and leading forward on this. I'm blown away that the same exact cards on the top and the bottom in that deck were there for both Capricorn and Aquarius. So, you know, likewise, if you're a Capricorn with an Aquarius cross-watching or vice versa, y'all are very powerfully intertwined right now. Let's get into your Moonology cards. Let's see what's going to come out for Aquarius, please. Past, present, future around this Lion's Gate. This could also be, too, because you know, right now, the Capricorn ruling planet, Saturn, is also in your sign, Aquarius. So there really is a connection between those Saturnine Capricorn energies and the Aquarian energies. And I'd also say as well, you know, Saturn is your traditional ruler. Like your newer ruler is Uranus, but your traditional ruler is Saturn. Both you and Capricorn share the same planet in historical astrology. So in the first card coming up, look at that. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side, so you may be planning either ongoing education, you may be planning travel, or a big move forward that's going to open up some big horizons. But it really is saying that you're lucky, that you're blessed in this action. Could definitely be a chance for passion, or you may feel like your emotions are very fiery and very strong right now in this particular new moon. The present energy is that full moon in Aries. The fiery climax is approaching. There's a lot of fire in here. So I do feel like you're passionate, you're fired up. There's something that's enthusiastic, optimistic, good opportunities opening up. Good opportunities opening up for passion, for love, for fire, for greater vitality and new beginnings. Because Aries, of course, is a huge sign of new beginnings. Going into the immediate future, what do you need to release with the waning moon, right? So the waning moon is what comes after the full moon. I would say, you know, going into the future, Aquarius, all of this new energy, all of this new passion and fire is really giving you a trigger to say, what do you need to let go of? Do you need to let go of resentments, old times, old past hurts or wounds? Do you need to forgive someone? Do you need to forgive yourself? That's important going forward. That's going to help, you know, open the doors to a lot of your good feelings and to really opening that door to these new beginnings. It's going to keep you from, you know, going backward instead of forward. Let's get into some clarification. Please, Spirit, clarify these cards for Aquarius. Yes. Oh, I love it. Love these cards, guys. I'm telling you. Self-reflection, Aquarius. Where is it you want to go? Get in touch with yourself, right? Get in touch with who you truly are. You may be looking very much in the mirror at who you are, what you're about. You may also be doing some mirroring in your relationship. If you're going through something, your partner or your soulmate may be going through it too, right? It's like, it's not just your energy. You're both feeling it. But for my singles, this is really about very much looking at yourself, really reflecting on where you've been in the past and where you're going in the future. Wow. In the center, I do feel like this Lion's Gate is very powerful for you because our present energy is that fiery climax of full moon in Aries, and we have the pure full moon power card sitting on top of this. So Aquarius, I do feel like you are coming into your own in a lot of ways. I feel like you may be working to really own your power in a way that you never have before. It's going to feel good, but it might also feel just a little overwhelming too, because, you know, that Aries energy is very new, it's very fresh, it's very revitalizing, and it's very empowering for you personally here. And then look at this on top of the future, where it says, what do you need to release with the waning moon? On top of it, we have the acceptance card. I love it. So it's like, it's really, I feel like more than even releasing things, it's more like just accepting people for who they are, accepting yourself for who you are, letting the bygones be bygones, right? You know, forgiving and moving on. It can also just be accepting other people's help. I know Aquarians can be very independent. I know, they're very, very independent. And so it may also be allowing other people to help you out with something that you've needed help with. So let's get a blessing on this reading for Aquarius. I feel like this is a very blessed, very empowering time for you. And really, as you move forward in the future, it's time to just release any old resentments, any old worries, doubts, or fears. Accept yourself for who you are with all your ups and downs, all of your pluses and minuses. You know, we all have it. We all have things that we like and don't like about ourselves. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? So the more you accept yourself and others, the happier and the more at peace you're going to be. This is such a nice read. Look at this. Yes, see? It's all about the fresh start here. A blessing on a fresh start, Aquarius. It really is. You know, that full moon in Aries is a definite fresh start. Releasing old things so that you can have this new beginning. That's actually really what I feel around that. I feel that so much that it's like, you know, you can't drag old negative energy into a fresh new beginning. But this is such a great feeling. It all comes together. Definitely. Definitely a fresh new beginning. And I think that if you allow it to do its job, Allow it to do its thing. It's really going to empower you. You're going to just feel happier. You're just going to feel like, yeah, you know, it's like, whereas you might have felt a little more down or like you weren't going anywhere and nothing was moving ahead. It's like suddenly it feels like, oh yeah, it's moving. It's moving ahead, all right. Are you out, David? Are you gonna go sleep? We're almost done anyway. I'm getting ready to do Pisces. Hey, Jules. Good to see you. I think I missed you because I'm not used to that one. I usually see the Ms. Mindful account, but that's you too. So good to see you. Great read for Aquarius. I really like that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, Krista. Good night, Krista. Thank you for being here. I know you've been busy, busy goat. I know you've been a busy goat. All right, Pisces, we're wrapping up the evening with you. This is going to be your Lionsgate 8/8 portal reading. This is also coinciding with our new moon in Leo on the same day today. So very exciting. That new moon cycle is a 2-week, transit where the moon is increasing. So this is all about progress, greater energy, and building things coming in. So let's get some messages on this for our Pisces folks. Love my fishies, yes. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, let's see what we have for our beautiful Pisces for the Lionsgate 8/8 portal and new moon in Leo. Please, let's start with one major keyword. What's their main theme coming through? Let's see, Pisces, please. I love this card. Okay, this one just makes me happy. I like what's on the bottom too. I'll show you both. The first one is the stillness card. I'm telling you, this card reminds me so much of the star in the tarot. It just has that beautiful, magical, peaceful kind of just light at the end of the tunnel sort of feeling. So Pisces, I think that this brings you a lot of, just peace. I think it brings you a lot of that feeling of, the wishes and dreams and hopes, that can be fulfilled and granted. It also just tells you, take a moment for yourself. On the bottom of this deck, I just had to show you this. We have adventures. So stillness and adventures, right? It's a little bit different. It's a little bit of a balancing thing. That's why I feel like, having that stillness, having some balance right now is really going to help you because you're about to embark on some adventures going forward. That's what I feel on this read. Of course, we also have that beautiful swan spirit, on this card. And the swan is, to me, all about music, beauty, the depths of the soul. So listening to music, playing music, very important for my fishies right now. And, Pisces is a very musical and magical sign. So that always does help you feel better and helps you just realign to center. Let's get some Moonology cards on this. We're going to do a past, present, future layout for you to see what your messages are coming in around this Lionsgate. This is a powerful portal, guys. Yes, yes, yes. This card's been coming up a decent amount too tonight. This North Node card. Step out of your comfort zone. So Pisces, this is time to go where Spirit's truly leading you because the North Node in astrology is a point in the chart that shows us where we're meant to go, the kind of life path that we're meant to embody in this life walk, right? So this is really getting you back to where you're meant to be. And sometimes, yes, it does require you stepping out of the comfort zone or what the here and now or the known is, right? What is the thing you're used to doing all the time? It might be encouraging you to do something new or different. Right in the center, we've got the new moon in Virgo. This is your polarity. This is your polarity sign. A time to give rather than to take. So Pisces, I'm going to tell you the same thing I said to Virgo. You both are very giving and very generous signs in general. And so I feel if you've been giving to others too much, this may be a big reminder to remember to balance that and give to yourself as well. And if you have been, you know, receiving a lot but not giving out a whole lot, it may be time to do more giving. Take that as it resonates to your personal situation. But this to me is a very beautiful energy for you. It's a very balancing energy. And that's really what, you know, a lot of the Lionsgate portal is about, is realignment, manifestation, bringing things back into harmony. Going into the immediate future, we have the full moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side and looking at the bigger picture. So expand your vision, Pisces. Go beyond the here and now. This isn't about just, well, I always did it this way, so this is the way I'll always do it. This is about trying the untried, doing something new, looking towards the future. Like I said, you had that adventurers card on the bottom there, so I do feel like there's travel, there's movement, there's learning new things. You could be learning new cultures, learning new languages. There's all of that kind of energy that comes around Sagittarius. So let's get some clarification, please, Spirit, for Pisces on these cards. Wow, every one of these is a full moon card. Yeah, this portal is big for everyone in different ways. That's the feeling I get from these reads. It truly is. Everybody's getting big messages just in different ways, right? So on top of this, that north node, you've got the darkness moon, the long night moon. That's the full moon of December. So I just feel, you know, this to me is a little bit of that dark night of the soul. This is that feeling of like, I've just been going through it and going through it and going through it. And it's like, you finally feel like you're punching through. And instead of resisting, instead of constantly pushing against the flow, you're going with the flow, right? It could be breaking through some old loneliness too, which a lot of us, honestly, we have been feeling very lonely, very isolated. And so that may be partly what's coming to an end as well, Pisces. So on top of the new moon in Virgo card, we have the beaver moon of creation. Now this is the full moon of November. This is the full moon of November. So to me, you know, it's like it's going in progression here. It's very interesting. This is a full moon of creation, rebirth, transformation, bringing new things out of the old and the dark. And so to me, I feel like you're really recreating a sense of balance, a sense of worth. You know, some of my Pisces folks, y'all could even be, and this isn't going to be all of you, but I really, because of this energy of Virgo, along with the creation spirit, I feel like you could even be starting a nonprofit, starting a charitable organization, organizing a humanitarian event, something that brings aid to a community or to a group. Some of you might be like, I don't know, helping like a Habitat for Humanity kind of thing where you build, you know, a house or help build something for someone, because let's face it, the beaver moon, that is about building, right? Because that's what they do. They build structures, they build waterways, they create, you know, new homes and new habitats. It's big energy. Going into the future, we have another full moon card. Like I said, all your clarifying cards were full moons. This is the snow moon, purity moon. This is the full moon of February. So what you're going towards in the future, you know, February might be a really big month next year, right? The things that you're starting right now, very interesting during Leo season, come full circle 6 months later on the balance, which is Aquarius season. So I do feel like you're purifying a lot of your intention, because you know, you're looking at the bigger picture, not living at the minimum anymore, but it does require some building and some clearing out. But there's some beautiful stuff in here for you, Pisces. Really great messages, actually. So let's get into a blessing for you. Let's see what comes through. I like this one for a lot of reasons. Blessing on your health. Yes, Pisces. I love the dragon, of course, as well in the card. But, you know, Pisces, if you've been, like I said, if you've been really down, tired, exhausted, I do. I feel like that's changing. And this is not just physical health. This is mental health. This is emotional health, right? That's huge. That's huge because I do feel like you've been through that long, dark night of the soul. I feel like you've been through some loneliness. I feel like you've been through this feeling of isolation. And what this Leo new moon and this Lionsgate portal is bringing back to you is that feeling of like being reintegrated into the community, into an organization, and building something with other people. It's really nice. Yeah. I feel like as well, you know, Pisces, if you need some counseling, some therapy, it's not a bad idea to reach out for it. Not a bad idea at all, because that's going to go a long way to healing your mental state. Aw, David, yeah. Just want to feel normal again. Not that people like you and me ever feel like normal, but I know what you mean. I don't know if I've ever been normal. Maybe abnormal, semi-normal. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Just back on balance, back on an even keel. Yeah, I understand. I totally understand. Normal, my joke is that normal is a setting on the washing machine. That's you know, I think that, yeah, that idea of normalcy, yeah, you are normal. What you meant to say is average. You are normal. Average and boring, right? Yeah, Abby normal. Oh, that's the best. Yeah, that's me. Abby normal. Yeah. That's why I don't really do much of the social media, David. There's just too many creeps. I can't. I don't abide it. I don't abide it here, you know. I don't put up with it here either. So, yeah. I think that's an old paradigm that's being lived down, is that whole idea of normal, right? It's dangerous. It is in a lot of ways, because what it means is that it doesn't allow for people to just be their true self, right? Wild Thing, you made my heart sing. I remember my dad joking about that song once he came inside. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Thank you for the donation to More Peaky Blinders. Yeah, it's a good show, David. Thanks for the recommend. Yeah. I can take questions. I do minimum $10 donation for mini readings, and you can donate through the super chat option or through my PayPal link that's on the description box down below. And if you do a donation through PayPal, please do let me or one of my moderators know, because we won't see it. If it's through the super chat, it'll pop up on the screen. But if it's through PayPal, it will not, and I'll need to check my... Oh, very nice. Yeah, it is. It's a real interesting show. The acting is excellent on it, too. It's very, yeah. It reminds me of a lot of those kind of, like, you know, it's kind of a historical fiction. Nice, Silver Star. Yeah, I'm just starting it because David recommended it, and I'm always looking for something new to watch while I'm working. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, no, it's real interesting, because I was reading about the history of where all the you know, the inspiration for that show came from. And it's interesting, like, the Peaky Blinders were actually, like, a Birmingham street gang. I mean, they were basically, like, they weren't, like, mafia, but they were just kind of, like, they were kind of like thugs, kind of ne'er-do-wells, just sort of, like, trying to manipulate social, you know, constructs to their own means, to suit their own, you know, advancements. They were just troublemakers, right? And so everybody couldn't stand them. Yeah, they were basically an English mob. Yeah, they were a British gang. Um, and the name for that came from their hat, because it was a peaked hat that they wore. It was like their unofficial uniform. And that's why they called them that, because the peaky hat was where that name came from. Is really interesting. Anytime I watch a show that's based on anything historical, I always want to try to like read about it. Yeah, that would be a cool outfit, David. There you go. Hey, I believe in being armed wherever you go. I don't believe in being unarmed. Not in this world. Not in this world. My Scottish side, man. Scots never went out without like at least 5 bladed weapons on their person, you know? Exactly, yes. Nah. You gotta have your daggers and your dirks and your sconduve and your sock, and you gotta have it all. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, the guy that plays the main lead, Cillian Murphy, he's very Irish. Very Irish guy. You can tell. You can tell. I could recommend a lot of good like Irish movies and Irish based stuff. Some of my favorites, if you haven't seen it, it was early 2000s. It was called The Secret of Roan-Inish, and Roan-Inish means Island of the Seals. And it's a movie that gets into all the folklore and mythology about the Selkies. It's really cool. Like, it's a really, really great movie, if you're interested in Celtic folklore and mythology. Um, Another one I loved was called Into the West. That was, oh man, that might be a hard one to find. That was in the I'm thinking late 90s, was Into the West. You had Gabriel Byrne. Really good movie about Tir na Nog, about the land of eternal youth, and Oisin and all that. And it's like a modern day setting, but they're talking about the old Celtic traditions. No, I haven't watched that one, David. Boardwalk Empire. No, I haven't seen that one. Yeah, but Secret of Roan-Inish, Into the West with Gabriel Byrne, Ellen Barkin, I think, was in it too. Trying to think of some other ones. There's some great ones out there. Yeah, they're beautiful. Beautiful movies. Nice. Oh, that would be very interesting, David. Yeah, because I mean, that's like, okay. Yeah, because I mean, that's like real close to where all my family on my mom's side grew up. Aw, hey, Toxic Sheba, good to see you tonight. That's pretty cool, Silver Star, yeah. Oh, no problem, Gwen, thank you. I'm doing good, Sheba. It's been this last week was rough. It was rough. I didn't even live stream last Sunday. It was just intense. I had to take a break. Yeah. I'm doing much better this week, but yeah, it was very, it was very strong. Oh, thanks, David. I missed y'all too. Oh, yeah. Um, no, it's funny because like back when I was like 15, 16, as a teenager, and I was really getting into doing Celtic music, and of course I was getting into all of the Celtic history too. Yeah. And so it's like I just love like anything that kind of gets into that history. Another movie that I really love, but it's intense. It's not for just anyone. It's definitely not like a light and fluffy. Is called In the Name of the Father. Daniel Day-Lewis, Emma Thompson, Pete Postlethwaite were all in it, and it is a great movie. It's historical, about the Guildford Four that were falsely accused and imprisoned of an IRA bombing. Jerry Conlon. It is a story. It has a good ending, but boy, it's not for the faint of heart. But of course the acting is phenomenal. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Ms. Mayhem. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Let me see. I had one person want a read, and that was. Let me go back. Gotta go back. Transformation Queen. Gotcha. Okay. And there might have been someone else. I think there was actually one before her. Who else was in line for a mini read? I think Transformation Queen is number 2. I think there was one other person right before her that signed up. It's a $10 minimum donation. Oops, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong thing. Yeah, I'm going back in the chat, but I'm not seeing it. So, whoever's there can just shout it out. Okay, Transformation Queen first. The other person didn't donate after asking. Okay, cool. All right, we'll just do her for now. Let me take a quick restroom break, guys. I will be right back. Hold on one second. Alrighty, much better. Alright, so Transformation Queen, let me know what your question is. I'm ready to go for you. Well, my feeling, Transformation Queen, is always that if love stuff is meant to come out, it usually will come out in a general read. It sure will. So we can go for a general and just see what comes out. And if you like, I can just pull a couple of love cards, you know, after it, if it doesn't really address that question. Just throw a couple of like romance angels on it or something. Let me grab those actually. I'll grab that deck. I've been needing to reorganize all of my cards lately, guys. I've got so many decks. Actually, here they are. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, let's just do that. All right. Alright, let's spray a little holy water here. Let's just clear out a little bit from all the previous reads. Take care, Sheba. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Alright. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors. Let's see what we've got for our dear Transformation Queen here in the chat tonight. Let's see what we have for her coming in. Whatever messages that she most needs to hear or be aware of. I like that keyword for you is thriving. Yeah. So I do feel like, you know, this is a time of breakthroughs. It's a time of enjoying life, not just surviving, not just merely existing. It's about thriving, not just surviving, right? It's also about seeing the bigger picture, right? Because I love the giraffe spirit in that card that really encourages you to look further out in the future, to not, you know, look beyond just the here and now and see the whole broad scope of your life. It's a nice energy. So let's get some angel tarot on this. I'm going to pull 3 to start. Wow. I feel like you've really been working on some new beginnings and really working on manifesting some new things into your life. Coming from the immediate past, we've got the Magician. It's Gemini and Virgo energy. It's also Mercury ruled. So it really is about putting your mind to it, literally. You know, really working on a new start, really working on, you know, creating the alchemy that's necessary to make those new beginnings possible. And it's been tough. It's been tough. I feel like, you know, it's been a back and forth. it could be like a battle of your own will. Like, you know, it's like sometimes you're feeling very up and you're like, yes, I'm going to do it. And then other times there's that Nine of Swords where it's like, can I do it? And oh my God. And like you get a lot of worries and fears and anxieties. And sometimes you have a hard time sleeping. And I feel like it's kind of pulling you back and forth. And I think in a lot of ways that's a normal process, right? Anytime we're making big new decisions or going forward, sure, it can bring up those deep inner worries or yeah, some of that. Yeah, some of that coming up to the surface. Yeah. There's a little bit of stress and strain around that. And I do feel that right now, you know, you're it's like you're kind of cutting your losses, right? This Five of Cups is always a little challenging because part of you is like really mourning the loss or the disappointment of something that didn't go the way you expected or wanted it to, but you know it's not all lost, right? You know not all is lost because the Two of Cups is still standing. So it's sort of like you're really at that river right now. It's a little bit of that emotional crossroads where it's like there's something to let go of, but it's not all bad, right? Yeah, Six of Swords. I love that on top of this because it really shows that it's like, I feel like you're at this point right now where there is a sense of closure. It's kind of like, all right, I've grieved over this enough. I've faced it enough. And now it's time to let go of the drama, the conflict, the chaos. It's time to move forward to a new, better, peaceful life. Six of Swords is always about making that decision to get in that boat and to leave something difficult behind, right? And it's really, to me, this is like, it's something emotional that's been difficult to leave behind. But it's like, you know, you have good things that have come out of it and have even survived throughout the difficult times. So it's like you can take that energy and go forward with it. It's really about that head and the heart decision. Going into the immediate future, we do have the Page of Wands. So I feel like it's like a new beginning that's really coming out of all of this, which is not surprising. I mean, that's the universal energy that we're in right now, too, is there's a lot of clearing going on to make way for a new growth and new birth, new life. You know, Page of Wands is happy energy. It's upbeat. It's optimistic. It's new vitality returning. It's childlike energy. If you don't want to get pregnant, take precautions because this can be like childbirth, child awareness. But most of the time it doesn't mean that. Most of the time it's about new opportunities, waiting on a Libra to return back, but I let go and it was hurtful. Yeah. Understood. Yeah, I definitely feel that in the center. Seven of Wands on top of this. So I do feel like going into the future, I mean, Seven of Wands is definitely, all the cards are multifaceted, but it is multifaceted. I feel like this is you really standing up for yourself. It's a card of courage, strength, feeling like you have the right of way. You know, it's like you really have that feeling like, I know my truth. I'm going to stand strong in it against anyone that comes at me. You know, it can also say pick your battles wisely. Not all of them are worth fighting, but I really do feel like, you know, you're getting more self-empowered here. And it does, you know, it's like you're getting your courage and your strength up to go forward. And I feel like, you know, that any happiness and joy that you experience going forward in the future, it takes courage to stay in that energy, right? You have to kind of be determined to fight for that happiness, for the joy, for the good stuff. Let's get a suggested approach on this. Right, so we have the Chariot, which is definitely forward movement. It's victory. It's Cancer energy, so it really is about home, family, emotional roots and ties. Inner balance and finding your inner balance. Rewards that come from hard work, successfully balancing different priorities at once, determination and willpower, right? You know, that's why we always have, you know, the black and the white horse. It's the yin and the yang, the feminine and masculine, positive, negative, right? The sun and the moon, you know? Because the chariot is all about balancing those powerful and sometimes kind of wild inner emotions, you know, the wild horses. And so it really is about understanding both sides of ourselves, balancing those so that we're able to direct them forward instead of letting our emotions run all over us. So it is time, you know, just keep moving forward. Don't move back, you know, don't move backward. It's a time of really a strong empowerment, strong self-awareness and understanding. And sometimes it's even a move or travel. Might be good for you. And there's your death card. I know you're a Scorpio. And so you're getting two very strong, you know, both of these are water signs, Cancer and Scorpio, death card. Yeah, suggested approach. Let the past be in the past. It's time to transform. It's time for new beginnings. Death card always brings in the flag with the white flower of innocence and new beginnings on there, and the sun is rising in the distance. To me, for a Scorpio, you know, this is a power card. That's a self-empowering card. It's your major arcana, right? So to me, it's a powerful transformation and rebirth. It happens on a very inner level. Yeah, Leo, Cancer rising. There you go. Let's get a suggested outcome here, potential outcome. It's nice, man. I mean, this is a great card. 10 of Pentacles is about as good as it gets. You know, this is greater stability. Again, home and family roots, money improving, better people, trustworthy, you know, people around you, people that are loyal, security for yourself and your family. It's a really great card. Peace and contentment in life, right? And the Emperor. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, yeah, both the Emperor and the Magician in this reading. So I feel like it's very self-motivated. Like, you really are the one that initiates this. You really are the one that creates this. You're also the one that really stands up and protects it, because the Emperor is that Aries energy. It's a warrior spirit. It's a rulership. It's a sort of, you know, kind of a kingly, you know, that Emperor energy, but it's also a fighter. Like, it's like, yep, this is my kingdom. I rule over it, but if you mess with it, if you mess with me, I'll fight for it. Yeah. Wow. Both of your Scorpio cards came up. Renewal on the bottom, the same as the Judgment card. That's a Pluto ruled card. So that's the other power card for Scorpio in the major arcana. So that is the resurrection, the rebirth. You know, there's, to me, you know, the Judgment card is the higher vibration of the death card, because the death is the actual death, the transformation, the change. Judgment is the resurrection, the phoenix from the ashes, right? That's like that coming full circle, right? That's the renewal. And wow, we got Temperance on the bottom here. So remember to balance, remember to moderate your energies, because these Scorpio energies are very, very powerful. They're very strong. This is Sagittarius energy, right? So it is about balance. It is about resiliency. To me, it's a big reminder that you're stronger than you realize. Much stronger than you realize. Yeah, this is a powerful reading. Got a lot of majors on this. Death, the Chariot, the Emperor, Judgment, the Magician, this Temperance. It's a big reading. But I really feel like, you know, you're making that decision to let some old heartbreaks go. And that's very empowering for you. And like I said, I'm gonna pull some of these on this for this love question, because I feel like right now in your present energy, that's what you're really processing through. I feel like you're in you know, process of releasing something, moving on. There could be a reconciliation here. I mean, anything is possible. You deserve love. It's reminding you, you know, that you deserve good things and that you are lovable and that you're worthy. Reconciliation card is in here. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I don't know. Could it be this person that you're, you know, working through or processing about? Do you want them back? You know what I mean? That's the question too. Just because they return doesn't mean you have to accept them. And we also have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, so take that as it sits with you, you know? It would be interesting to see if either this person or someone else comes back into your life. They might. But I think it really, you know, a big key is just you remembering that you're deserving of good things, right? You deserve the best from them, not just whatever crumbs they're willing to give you. It's real important. So, I mean, those cards really point to some kind of coming back together. We will see. We'll see. I never like to guarantee anything. I never like to do that because there's always free will involved, you know? It's just, Shiva. Pringles can. You're funny. I'm going to pull a few angel answers on that question too, because this can sometimes be a really great, like, just, I'll see what comes out. Will Transformation Queen have a reconciliation? Will there be someone coming back into her life? Yes or no, or maybe. Let's see what comes through from the angel answers deck. Yeah, okay. Okay. First card within the next few weeks. And you know, the next few weeks is our waxing moon, so you know, we'll see what happens there. And if that happens, take action. And it's up to you, right? And I really do feel, yeah, I mean, that same card, you were lovable coming out. You know, it's up to you to demand better and to put yourself in a good place, right? Yeah. Well, that's an interesting answer there. We'll see what happens. See what happens. Right now, just focus on yourself. You know, it's like you don't got to chase anybody down. That's always how I feel. That's always how I feel in any relationship. Oh, the Angel Answers. It's a great deck. I actually just got it. I had been wanting to buy it for a long time because I like it too, because it's so simplistic. The Radley Valentine. Yeah. Angel Answers Oracle cards. These are great. These are really great. Like when you just want like something very simple, like it has yes and no and maybe and wait, you know, things like that. The next few weeks, next few months, within the year, right? Gives you those kind of little general time frames. I like them. They're good for just asking like a basic question like that. Yeah. Alrighty. That was a good read. No, the way I feel in relationships, yeah, to turn down dates. Yeah, I mean, oh, and it's a lot, hon. 4 kids, my goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot on your plate. And, you know, it's, in some ways it's a good thing because it kind of like, it gives you something else to focus on. Because it's that whole like a watched pot doesn't boil. And it's so much that way in life and in love. You know, if we're so hyper focused on making something happen and getting somebody to talk to us, it's like they never will. But when we sort of go get busy with our own life and doing our own thing, we unconsciously we're taking our power back by doing that. And it also, it gives things time on their end, because that's really what it takes. It's like people need to be given the space and the freedom to make up their own mind, to process their emotions. That's always how I have felt in relationships. It's like, I'm not going to force anybody into being with me. It's like, if you want to be with me, then cool. But if you don't, just don't waste my time, because I don't, yeah. Yeah, David, I can't, I can handle my bunny children. That's what I've got. I got three bunny children. I'm a single, well, not single, but I'm a mom of 3 bunnies. Right? Yes. Get the last bit of this tea. It'll happen eventually, David. It'll happen eventually, it's the way it is. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, so. God, my hair is a ratty mess. I didn't brush it today at all. But that's good, it's like, yeah. I think it will, though, David, because, everybody wants a Capricorn. Everybody wants a Capricorn. Because we're quality people, we're loyal, and we're like, we don't give up on folks, and we have a lot of good qualities. And I think, people definitely see that, whether or not they're worthy of it. But Capricorns are always in demand, because people like that thing we bring to the table, which is that we're not fly-by-night friends. We're very solid once we're committed. Yeah. I told you, everybody wants a Capricorn, David. There's no borders to limits to that. Yeah, Transformation Queen doesn't want one. She doesn't want a Capricorn, just as a friend. Yeah. Understandable. Yeah, Capricorns can be tough. We have really crazy high standards that sometimes are like kind of ridiculous, but yeah, we are good friends. We're the kind of people that, boy, we just, through thick and thin. Thanks for the donation there, Divine. Appreciate that. Yeah, David, it's your magic gingerness. David, I swear, is like he's like my Capricorn, like, brother in Baltimore. We probably have like distant relations because of our Baltimore roots. David's totally my Baltimore brother up there. I swear to goodness, if we ever get up there, we'll totally hang. I know we will. It'll be fun. He's my goat brother. My Irish cousin. My nephew. I don't know. I'm not that old, David. nephew, he's like 10. Crack me up. Oh gosh, yeah, no, David, definitely not. That's the name that I dare not speak. I'm not gonna be doing that. No, no, no. I'm backed off all that. Yes, Capricorn moon is a picky moon for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. High standards. Yeah. Rain is coming back, I think. We had a lot of rain earlier. That's funny, David. Voldemort. Yeah. Yeah, what you gonna do? Just keep moving on. Just keep it moving on. Yeah, definitely starting to rain again. We're gonna get some storms moving through. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go fix myself something to eat and hang out with my bunnies. That's what I'm gonna do. So hope you all have a good rest of your evening. Great week ahead. Thanks so much for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for hold on. Told you I was sneezing a lot tonight. Thank you again for all the donations. Really appreciate that tonight, guys. Very kind of you. And I'll be looking forward to that. Oh, my bunnies. My two young ones are both Dutches. I have a black and white Dutch and a tortoiseshell Dutch. They're brother and sister. They were both born in the same litter. And my old bunny, I have a very old bunny. He's 14 years old, named Petey, and he is a Netherland dwarf mix. My friend Natrina got an English spot. We both got bunnies at the same time, and she got an English spot, which is she's very beautiful and very sweet. Really, really good rabbit. If you ever need good bunnies, I know a wonderful gal down here in Georgia, in Warrenton. Transformation Queen. Oh, you're welcome, Ocean Garnet. I'm glad. Yeah, the Capricorn readings, they've been really good. They've been really good. The last two Capricorn readings we've done were very, very nice. So I'm relieved to see them because it's the energies from that full moon in Capricorn from the end of June were real heavy. And I think that we've shifted up out of that. So thank goodness. Yeah. Because it was a lot. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone, again. And I'll be seeing you down the road, y'all. Take care. Have a great night.